sound system, let's turn it up.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. Down officially at the 21. Right to the air is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. And again, it's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Mahomes will throw for it. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done. And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're capable of running, oftentimes your quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gone vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Now on 1st down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
It's too bad. He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Uses the stiff arm. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last one, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's noted that play call came in and eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, it's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Final shot before half for Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. He finds some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers going to try and run.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Touchdown. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Inner Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. We ain't slowing down.
From the Kansas City, straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And they'll start this drive just to... Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the 16, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not letting any lanes open up.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion, the tight end. Here's Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
And able to get this to the 31.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Rodgers again now.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 17, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. He's at the 50. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, the timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. They had a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack here.
I'd say it's not panic time yet. Let's be honest about it. Empty possession here. Not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And again, it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Able to find Jones.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dak going to start out going to the air. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 88. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point won't be good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break up the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish up at 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Rodgers again now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
26.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Watson has it right side. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Prescott yet again. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Again, Dak going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Partner, I really don't have words for that one. It's not often you see a completed pass lose that kind of yardage.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of his end zone, Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, 88, 50. Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.